Good evening and welcome everyone to Psychic TV International. It is Saturday the 8th of July at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. My name is Harry T and it is so lovely to have your company. We have a very special show tonight. We've got my friend Kat on, who is incredible. We all love Kat, and she'll be on. She's doing a solo, but in celebration of having Kat on, but also in just to mix it up a little bit, we've also got a very special sort of pop-in guest that we will have, and I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to surprise everyone. So we'll wait on who that is, but you'll love it. So we definitely look forward to that. So it's going to be a very exciting show. It is also my cousin Nancy's birthday. Happy birthday, Nancy. She often watches. Happy birthday, if you're watching. Otherwise, I've already said happy birthday anyway. So for everyone, please like and share this video. That will be great. Do you know what I've realized? Every time I move, I go from green to orange to yellow. I'm changing colors. That's funny. Maybe it's only on my end. I don't know if I look like I'm changing colors. My camera is changing colors for some reason. Isn't that bizarre? Is that bizarre? A little bit. How bizarre. I wonder why. I don't know how to change that. Oh, anyway, my camera does some very interesting things sometimes. Anyway, so what I have to tell you, please like and share this video. Please like and share it immediately, actually. Like and share this right now. And then once you've liked and shared it, of course, you can come on with a question. If you'd like to ask Kat a question, you definitely can. And to do that, you would have to write, I've liked and shared, will I sell my house soon or whatever. But make sure that you let us know that you've liked and shared the video, which qualifies you. Hello, everyone. Hi, Juliet. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Cara. Hi, Diane. Hi, Penny. Hi, Cherie. Hi, I think I said hi to you, Penny. Yeah, I did. That's a cool way to spell your name, Penny. I like it. So please like and share this video immediately. And then once you've liked and shared it, we can get going. Now, definitely ask some questions. Hold on a second. Let me have a look at this. How do I find our video? Facebook's always changing, isn't it? Facebook, Instagram. Oh, now there's Threads. Have you heard of Threads? I'm on that too. Okay, perfect. Found it. Okay, here's our video. So please like and share this video, everyone. And then once you've liked and shared it, we can get going. So I'm just going to wait for a little bit more likes and shares before anything. So what I have to tell you, the website psychictvinternational.com. Our phone numbers in Australia, 02907 10199. In the US, 19143737 In Canada, 17788071426. And our mobile number worldwide is +61 488 25177. Now, I'll tell you who is online right now. We've got Benjamin on pin 9166. We've got Jeffrey on pin 9117. We've got Makita on pin 9133. And we've got Natalie on pin 9810. Definitely give them a call. They're available for you right now. And again, remember that website is psychictvinternational.com for all the information. Now, my Oracle cards, which everyone always asks about, Energies of the Soul Oracle cards, definitely get them. There's still some stock. I think they're nearly finished, nearly sold out, I think, completely. I think they'll have to redo another printing. But they're the top-selling Oracle deck in Australia, which I'm really excited about. So definitely get them if you haven't got them yet. What else do I have to tell you? I think that's pretty much it. So let's bring on my friend Kat, and we will so ask your questions, but I want you to also ask some good questions, like spiritual questions, like maybe something about the process, or maybe something about how Kat connects, or maybe something about, a sort of question that a lot of people can benefit from as well. Sometimes people ask that, and I love those questions because they help a lot of people, because everyone watching will get so much from that. So please, and look, our friend Cherie, for a reading, please like and share the video. Then in one comment, here is an example: liked and shared, will I move house soon? Exactly. So like and share the video, and then once you've done that, in the comments, you write exactly how Cherie has shown you: liked and shared, will I move house soon? And then we can qualify you for a reading. And for example, also liked and shared, any tips on how to meditate? Like, that's a good question. Someone asked that. All right, let me bring on Kat and we'll go from there. Hey, Kat.
Hey, how are you?
Good, darling. How you going?
Not too bad. It's very cold here in Melbourne, which you'd understand.
It is. But you know what? My building is
Yeah.
always like really hot. So what they do is they crank up the heating in my building. So what happens is it goes through each apartment. So I've actually got a really hot apartment right now because
you're
what
on
happens?
fire.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Kat, I'm telling
Fire.
you, it's like that.
You're
You know what?
burning.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But mind you, the second you get out, you're frozen. So it's almost like I don't know if that's a good thing because I feel like
Oh,
that makes you get sick. But how are you, Kat? Good to see you. You came
not too
to the
bad.
MBS. It was good to see you recently.
Yes. I'm doing exceptionally well. How are you doing? Have
Not
you
too
been well?
bad. Yeah, not too bad. I've been all right, Kat. Tell us a little bit more about you. I mean, I know everything about you, but tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay.
And yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so my name is Kat. So I'm a psychic medium, and my modality is how I go about reading people is I read their energy. I connect with spirit guides. I usually read predominantly through my third eye. So if I'm not looking
Yes.
at the camera, it's because I'm actually visualizing the messages as they come through. So don't see it as a sign of being rude. That's just how I do what I do. And the areas I focus on, many areas, love and relationships, business and career, basically anything that comes through when I do what I do. But anyway, it's such a pleasure to be on, and I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you as such.
Amazing. Kat, tell us
Yeah.
something that is one of your favorite things about what you can do.
Well, I think one of the favorite things about what I do is the impact that you have on people, and I think a lot of people in the industry would probably relate in that sense. Is the ability to be able to deliver messages and transferring those messages over to the relevant person. I think when mediumship comes into play, I think that's quite an emotional one because there's a lot of love involved. So past loved ones usually show a lot of love when they do that. And you can, being an empath, I've got that ability with an empathic nature. I tend to feel those emotions and I kind of get caught up in them, and I find myself being emotional too. But I think it's a beautiful thing. I think doing spiritual work is quite a beautiful thing for many people who do it, or people who are active in it, because it's a way of life, and it's a
Yes.
beautiful way of life.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that, Kat. It is a way of life. It's a vocation in many ways. So I've just written this through the StreamYard, which comes up as our page name. Please like and share this video. Then in a comment, let us know you have liked and shared. Then ask your question in that comment, because I'm seeing some questions, but I'm not seeing that they've liked and shared. And then they've also got it in the same comment, right, that they've liked and shared, please. So you can all see how it's done. All right, let me just pull that off. Now, we have a very special guest, Kat, tonight. Now,
Oh
we're doing
yes, I'm
yes, we have a
excited.
very special guest. So now I do these solo shows with one psychic a month, I think, and we've got you this month. And the other
Yeah,
day I was on I can't remember, was it Instagram or Facebook? I was on one of my social media apps, and
yeah,
someone was on there talking to me, and I was talking back to them, and it was just, we were having a conversation, and they were telling
yeah.
me something about something, and I just sort of thought, hey, do you want to come on the show? And I love this person, and I think a lot of you are going to really be excited to see them. So let me bring on our special guest. So I'm just going to say that so they're ready, and then we'll go from there. Okay, ready? Drum roll. Cherie!
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Cherie! How's it going?
I've been sick.
Oh, what's wrong?
I just cough.
Cough? Is it like a cold and flu, congested and stuff?
Yeah, I think I got it in Newcastle.
Oh, that's right. Do you want to tell us about that? Do you want to tell us about your trip?
So we only went so that my son can get a tattoo, his very first tattoo.
Amazing. And I saw that. You tagged me in the video, and it was amazing. He did really well.
Yeah,
He did really well.
definitely did well.
Because you know what? I mean, people out there who I have a tattoo, so I'll show my tattoo. My tattoo, it's a small one. It's an eye. Ah, you got tattoos? Yeah, okay, cool. Actually, Sheree, you've got it in the same spot. All right. So what's funny about that, though, is when I got mine done, I actually got mine done with my cousin Nancy, it's her birthday today, actually. And we were in Sydney at the time. We were on the beach and we were in Bondi. And I remember going to the tattoo parlor with her. And it was just a random thing we did. We sort of got the same tattoo. She got it on the neck. I got it on my wrist. And it's so funny because he went to shave the area because, like, there's hair, right?
Yeah.
And I went, ah. and he goes, I'm just shaving. That's when I realized it was all mental. It was all in the head. Because don't you think? Because for some people, because then when I realized, well, that didn't hurt because I just thought it would hurt. But then I had a numbing patch put on just to not feel it, but it bled a lot. I bled a lot. Yeah, I bled a lot. Oh, you fell asleep?
Yeah. I've had my back done. I've got my feet done.
Maybe that's why your son was sort of good with it. Oh, you had your feet done. Now, Sheree, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I think you are terrific. And everyone, this is Sheree. Have we? Teresa said hi. Just popped on. Teresa, this is Sheree. She's on. This is a special surprise. Callie has said yay. Hi, Sheree. Did anyone know you were coming on?
My daughter's here. My husband.
Oh, anyone on there? Oh, hello. Did anyone at like watching?
Kelly.
Did anyone else know? Oh, Callie knew. Okay, Kelly. So good to have Teresa on. Sheree on. Teresa's saying this because hi Sheree, I love you. and then I think your daughter's just written hi, Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure that's who I just saw on the screen.
Yes.
Now, Sheree, we love you. And I think this is very important to have you on because you do so much for us behind the scenes with everyone. You know, you kind of remind people, like and share it. And you kind of say to people, you know, write your comment like this. And you've just done so many things. Yeah, I agree. But I think it's great that you care. You know, I think I can see how much you care. And I really wanted you on. Look at this. Julietta said, hi, Sheree. Everyone's saying hi, Sheree. Cara, hi, Sheree. Sheree, you've become a star. Teresa's plans changed so she could get on. Now, Sheree, I would love to sort of have some conversation with you and Kat and me, and I would love it. Did you want a reading from Kat? Would you be open to something like that?
I'm open to anything you want to do.
All right, Kat, let's talk to Sheree.
Okay, cool. All
right. Now, Sheree, do you have anything that you'd like to ask? Because this is the first time we've done this on here, and I really wanted you to be the first, and I wanted Kat to be the first. So, did you want to ask Kat anything, or do you have any question that you would like to ask, or could be about anything?
The main thing I want to know is, are we ever going to get answers when it comes to my grandfather? He just did nothing but lie. And we can't find family.
Before he died, he lied?
Throughout his whole life.
Oh, so you're like, you don't know who the real him was almost?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Kat, do you get anything about that? So her deceased grandfather sounds like he lied a lot while he was alive, but it sounds like because he's died, it's hard to sort of piece things together, and maybe there's a family. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Is there like a family missing puzzles or something?
So what I'm picking up is...
Hold on, I want Sheree. Let Sheree say this first.
You talk, Sheree.
When I was 16, we found out that my grandfather had a whole nother family in Queensland.
That's what. Do you know? It's so weird. I mean, I didn't want to do the reading because I know it's Cats, but I felt like there was something like I did say. I felt like there was like missing puzzles of the family. It's like there's jigsaw puzzles and there's family. There's pieces here and there. That makes sense. So, Kat, what do you get about that?
But that's exactly what I wanted to say, and I got cut
Isn't
off.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Was going to say, and it's not it's not directed in any way, shape, or form. But what I will say to you is this: is that he did lead a double life, and there was another family there. That's what I saw. But I also do feel, and this is one thing to be mindful of, is that when you find yourself getting deep in these kind of scenarios, there will be additional pieces of information that might come of a bit of a shock to you, but might be a bit of a disappointment as well. I feel like he had a tendency to camouflage who he truly was. He came across as a very happy, energetic sort of a person, but it was more sort of to deflect what was really going on. Now, the other thing too, can I say something to you related to him as well? What do I see the word money? There seems to be money as being significant around you at the moment. Does
Around
that
him?
make sense? Yes. Money.
Oh, I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
To do
so
with
there's
him-
something
to do with
related
him or
to
her?
money. I just see the word when I see you, I keep on seeing the word money. So I feel like that there might be some money there related to him. But this is the other thing too that I'm also picking up with you. And if you want me to share, I'm happy to. But I feel like money's been a big thing that you've been all thinking about recently. Just money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Yeah, money and finance. That's what I saw when I saw you straight away. All right. What I will tell you is this is from a financial perspective. Just be mindful of your finances at the present moment in time. And what I mean by that is, reassess all your utilities and that sort of thing. But I do see some additional money coming very, very soon, which is really good for you. Okay. But I feel like you've been thinking about money quite a bit.
Yeah, I want to help my parents.
Yeah, there is money coming. There is money coming very, very soon. Put it that way. The other thing to also pick up, the other thing I'm going to say, and if you want me to share, please tell me.
Go for it.
What I'm picking up in your energy, yeah. What I'm picking up in your energy is you're quite an empathic person, all right? And I feel like you've got a very high level of social awareness and social consciousness, and it's not just reminding people that this show is on. I'm seeing it more at a greater scale where you might be out and about and you might see someone who's in need and you're the type of person that will help people. It's just who you are as a person. You've got a lot of green energy around you. Does that make sense?
Totally.
The other thing I also wanted to pick up with you as well too, I'm going to say, I feel for some reason in your family, have you had people in your family who are kind of like in the nursing field or in the care field where they care for people? There seems to be a lot of that around you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I saw that as well too. The other thing too, Spirit's also telling me to tell you, just make sure that you look after yourself too. You do have a big social conscious and social awareness about looking after other people. But one of the things that's very important, it's important also to give back to yourself. Does that make sense? Because I do feel energetically wise, at times you can be quite depleted. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah,
make sure
she
that you
does.
do that, yeah, because you need to for you. And there's nothing wrong with helping people, but in order for you to help people, you also need to give to yourself to be able to give to others. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That
You know
makes
what?
sense.
I just want to pull a card because I was sort of playing with them while I was playing, and just because it's Cherie, I thought, you know what, these are my cards. I just want to pull a card. Cherie, you got signs, which is all about obviously direction, serendipity, synchronicity. So things sort of coming together, making sense. Do you ever see number patterns, like whether it's 1111 or 333 or like 22? Do you ever see number patterns?
All the time.
Okay, so that's very significant with you. So whenever you see those number patterns, I think be conscious of what you're thinking of, like, or what's going on in your world, because I think it's very significant. Not just, oh, that's a number sign, like, oh, that's from someone that's passed or whatever. But I think it's sort of also important for you to focus on what your mind is thinking, because you are actually very powerful person. Like, I think you've got this sort of ability to create a lot of things. I don't know if this has happened, but do you sometimes ever say something bad and that happens? You think, oh my God,
Yes.
I shouldn't have. Yeah, because I see that around you. So I reckon the number patterns are sort of a good time for you to just be conscious of what you're thinking, because it's like it shows that you're a master creator, a master manifester, without even trying almost. So you'd be a powerhouse for sure. So I reckon it's all within your hands. You're definitely the glue for the family. You're very, very special, Cherie. We love you. And I think I'm just packing my cards away so I don't do them anymore because I've got a habit of doing them. So I'm like, nope, put them away. So definitely you are very special. Cherie, I want to ask you a question. Are you sort of, before we asked you to come on, did you have an idea that I would ask you to come on? Or
Yes.
did you? Yeah, because I felt that she did, because she's psychic a little bit, isn't she, Kat? I think she's
Yeah.
psychic a bit.
And
yeah.
she's being watched over. And the other thing too, Cherie, is you're actually being looked after by a female spirit. I feel like it's your grandmother that's looking after you.
Both grandmothers are in spirit. And
Yeah, but there's
it was
one that
yesterday-
you're dominant. There's one that you were more closer to out of the two.
Yesterday marked 2 years to my Ned Mac, yeah.
Oh,
And
yesterday was the anniversary, Kat.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, because I saw the grandmother, your grandmother that you were very close to, is watching over you in spirit.
I took her
So she's-
shopping.
yeah.
We went shopping for 4 hours. The
Oh,
poor
that's
thing was in a
awesome.
wheelchair, so it was only
Yeah.
her day out, and yeah, we used to go
Oh.
shopping for 4 hours.
Oh, Cherie, that's so special. Look at this.
Yeah.
Cara wrote, "Dang, Kat, you're good."
Yeah.
That's
Can
awesome.
I ask you something, Cherie? Sorry we've got you on here, though. And if I'm interrupting, that's okay. But this is going to sound really bizarre, but did your grandmother have like a sweet tooth? Did she like Tim Tams or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, because I saw them.
That's awesome. You know what?
Okay,
You know what?
Tim Tams.
While pushing her in the shopping center, maybe she wanted the Tim Tams. That's
She was a
awesome.
bad sweet tooth.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
That's
yeah, God
great.
bless. God bless you.
Have a
I
little
know.
dinner and then a big dessert.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh, that is awesome. What a great reading, Kat. And what
Oh,
a
God
great
bless.
reading, Kat. And I'm so glad I got to give you my little thing as well, Cherie.
Yeah.
Did you want to ask anything maybe for everyone that maybe someone could benefit from, like a question that
Yeah.
and then I'll let you go home, Cherie, and I'll get to other people. Do you want to ask anything else?
How can we open the door? Because I think my daughter's psychic.
Yeah.
Well,
She,
what do you?
she
well,
actually, she's the one that told me my grandfather had passed.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
We were like, no. And 4 days later, we got the phone call saying he had passed away at home.
Well, I think there's a few things. Kat, I'm going to let you answer this, but the first thing I just want to say is definitely get my oracle cards if you don't have them, because they help open you up. They really do. And I think if you've already got it, which most people have a little bit of it, these trigger it. So they sort of make you more almost clairvoyant as well. Like it makes you more visual because you're seeing things. Like sometimes even when I pull the cards, like I get visions just from like looking at them. So definitely get them, because I've also got a book in there that hold on, let me show you the book.
Yeah,
That tells you.
a glimpse of.
Yeah, because I feel like you see. Because I feel like you would see. So that's why I think if you.
my name get called and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, your name being called is definitely your guide, definitely. But look at the book, like how much I've written in here, and it's all about. Have you ever heard of chakras?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all like there's a section in here that I talk all about chakras in it, and I think that's really important when you're opening up and developing your own sort of skills and gifts, because it's like your energy muscles. You know, like bodybuilding, we have like muscles. You build the physical muscle with the spiritual. You build your spiritual muscles through meditation, prayer, and your chakras. So get these cards.
Back up since I was 16.
Yep. Well, I think definitely get these cards if you don't have them. I think they're only like $20. They're online. You can definitely get them. They'll help you. And I'm not saying that because they're mine, but they will really be good for you. Kat, do you have any tips?
I think one of the things is that when you initially go through the whole process of having premonitions and that sort of thing, in the beginning it can be a bit daunting, a bit kind of like shocking, because you're like, what on earth is happening to me? But I think one of the things that's really good is like even like doing an introductory course where you kind of get to understand, you know, a bit about what psychic development is because when you actually do a course like that, certain things that you learn it'll make sense to you. Then you'll go, oh, okay, I understand why I do that. I understand why I see this. I understand I'm seeing numbers all the time, or you know, or I'm picking up on certain things. And it's all about doing things that you're drawn to as well too. Does that make sense? Because what you'll find is you'll find that you're drawn to certain things. And as you're drawn to certain things, then you start doing courses which will help you develop. But I definitely say that the cards are definitely a really good thing. Like Harry said, I totally agree with that. Because if you're a visual person, it will help develop the way you see things. Does that make sense? Through your third eye. It's very beneficial. Yeah?
Kat, that was awesome.
On Utopia.
Look at this. Look at this. Look what Teresa said. Teresa's another mate. Harry T, yes, they do. Since using your cards, I've grown so much. I've been able to connect to my guides. So it is true. That's most of the feedback I've had. Apart from people loving them, they're really noticing their own gifts really enhancing. I reckon you'll love them. It was so nice to meet you guys. I think, oh, hold on a second. We've got people are loving this show. Sure, people want to ask you a question. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. This is Cherie's just our mate. Cherie's our mate. But Cherie, this has been an absolute pleasure. And Sammy was your name, right? Was it Sammy? Yeah. You are Samantha, you are absolutely beautiful. Look after your mum. And Cherie, thank you so much for coming on. Please watch us if you want to still watch us.
Of course.
We love you, Cherie. We love you. Thank you so much for coming on. I adore you.
I told you I was only going to do it for you.
You did, and I'm so grateful that you did because I wanted to mix the show up, and I thought, you know what? You're not meant to have favorites, but you're definitely one of my favorites. And I do love you, Cherie. So we will, if you're ever open to coming back on, I'd love to have you back on another time.
Whenever. I'm always free.
You're the best. All right. God bless you. And I'll see you again, all right? See you, Samantha. Nice to meet you. We love you, Cherie. Bye.
We can go now.
She's the best. Kat, what an awesome time. It wasn't that fun. I love her.
She's so lovely.
Love her. She's amazing. I just had this feeling when I was talking to her on I think it was Facebook. I can't remember what it was. And it was like I just wanted to ask her on, and it was just so great that we had her on with you, and you just did such a great job. Kat, let's go to Kelly, who's a lovely, lovely person as well. Hi, Kelly. Liked and shared. Hi, Harry and Kat. I'd love some insight on what you see coming up for me regarding finding a job in the next few months. Thank you for your time and have a great night. And she said, please.
Okay, Kelly, thank you so much for tuning in. I see the month of September as being significant for you. When they usually show me the month of September, I feel like things will stabilize in that particular front for you. Now, the other thing too is I'm seeing, as I'm tuning into your energy, I feel like you've been juggling. Well, when they show me juggling, it's usually around the sense of I've been juggling or trying to understand what it is I want to do next, what particular role would I like to do, and also is it something that I'm looking at doing long term? There's a lot of things that you've been thinking about from that perspective, but I'm definitely getting yes, by September you'll be settled and you'll get a job that you like. One of the things to be mindful of when you do go for an interview is just make sure that you kind of get an understanding of the culture of the place that you're going to. I feel like culture is a very big thing for you because you're a person who likes to be surrounded by like-minded people, who are happy, who are passionate, and who are quite, friendly as well too. But I'm definitely seeing that. I do feel, though, that there will be two options that present themselves to you. There will be one that will look really good, and there will be another one that may not necessarily be as great as the first opportunity. But what Spirit's telling me to tell you is to trust your intuition when it comes to picking one of those two roles. Because what I am sensing in one of those roles is one of those roles could potentially be a little bit too good to be true. So just trust your intuition when it comes to that. Yeah.
Great reading, Kat. Very good. All right, let's go to another one. I'm going to give, that was great, Kat. Let me give you Cara. Hi, Cara. She said some lovely things on on here tonight. Cara has said, I've liked and shared good evening. Somebody very close to my children and I passed recently, and I was wondering if there was any messages from him or spirit. Thank you.
Yeah, that's, you know what, when you said that, I saw a gentleman. Now the gentleman that I'm seeing that's in spirit, for some reason is doing this. I feel like when they usually show me this, it's like that they're kind of, it's like he's keeping quiet at the moment. I feel like he's still kind of going through that process of transitioning. I don't feel energetically wise like he felt like it was his time to go as yet, but I do feel that he's kind of going through the process of acceptance, and I feel like he's moving down the path of where he needs to be, if that makes sense. All right. Now, this particular gentleman had a very charismatic personality. All right. But also a person who actually liked to feel, he kind of felt like he was younger than what he was, and he actually acted that way. You know, there are some people that, you know what, they may be 40, but they act like they're 20, or there might be people who are 20 but act like they're 50. Does that make sense? But he was definitely kind of a very passionate, energetic sort of a human being, if anything else. Now, the other thing too, when I actually see him, for some reason, I feel like he's like pointing to his chest. Usually when they point to their chest, it means that they've either had some respiratory issues or something like that. But it seems to be like that's that kind of chest area. But he's definitely saying that he is okay, if anything else. Now, for some reason, I feel like you've already seen signs, like whether they've been, and I know it sounds a bit cliche to say feathers and stuff, but for some reason, I feel like you've been seeing little signs, like either you've been seeing feathers or you've been seeing coins. I feel like he's been kind of like showing you little signs, if anything else. All right. But just note that he's definitely okay. One of the things I would recommend though is that, you know, light a candle for him. It's really beneficial. I find with a lot of, when I connect with people who've passed on, they like people to light white candles for them for some reason. And I feel that he likes the idea of a white candle. So if you do have a nice photo of him, and I feel like there are quite a few, he was actually quite photogenic. Make sure that you actually have a nice light white candle next to it, you know, but not one that's, you know, highly flammable, just a nice little one.
That's great.
Because,
Kat,
you know, I don't want something else to happen, you know. Candles have, you know, imaginations of their own, if you know what I mean.
They do. Kat, your readings are on fire. You're doing great. Look at this person. Penny wrote, brilliant reading, Kat. I agree. I just want to say, I think, Kat, you're so spot on. I just want to throw, and I don't like doing readings on here. Obviously, I'm the host and it's not my job.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I get this feeling, but I wonder if it's connected to like being a father of the kids, or like being a dad to her children, or maybe a relationship, like an ex-partner, or I wonder if that's the person, because that's when you were talking and you were giving this amazing reading. Cara, it'd be interesting to know. I just feel like the connection is something like the dad to the kids, or the father of your children. That's just what I get.
Yeah.
But so let us know. But
no, and you know the other thing too that I also picked up, Harry, I don't know if you picked up on this as well, but I also feel
I try
like
not to pick up
there
on
seems
things.
to be. Well, yeah, I know you can't help
I
it.
try
right?
not to. I try not
They
to.
just appear.
I tried not to,
appear.
but I just
Yeah,
felt like
know.
I felt like he was an ex-partner, the father of the kids. I'm like, I don't want.
Right.
And then my
Yeah,
guy
I know.
thought this, and I don't want to say it, but I feel like I'm
I
right. I could be
know.
wrong, but I'm just going to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing too, just really quickly, have you got a son? A son? This lady who we're talking about, Cara, has she got a son? For some reason, the son's significant. Like she's got a
Let
son,
us
or
know.
she's got a child with masculine energy who's very connected to this particular person.
Yeah, interesting.
And I feel like this person's been like either watching over her child who's got the masculine energy.
Wow, how interesting.
Yeah?
Well, that was a great reading, Kat. Very good. And sorry, Cara, I've thrown my 2 cents in, but I just
No,
felt like
okay.
I just felt like I was right. I felt like he had an addiction or something. But anyway, it's not. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay, let me go with Rhonda. Rhonda, this is Rhonda Sauls. Great photo. Love that photo. Liked and shared. Please, will I find a job soon?
Yeah, I feel like you will, Rhonda, to be quite honest. For some reason, I feel like you've been kind of like really, really looking. And for some reason, I feel like this is a good month for you. this particular month that we're in now, July really pops out to me. I just feel like in July you'll be presented with an offer for an opportunity, put it that way. July's your month. So yeah, so I just keep on looking. I wouldn't just, one of the things that you have to be mindful of is when you do look for work is if you have a tendency to kind of focus on one particular job, it's never a good thing. You've just got to keep on putting your eggs in multiple baskets. But I definitely see this month as being the month for you, which is really good. So that's great.
Fantastic. That's great. Love that, Kat.
Yeah.
All right, we got feedback from Cara. That was quick. Yes, he's my ex and the father of my children. I knew that. And then she's written, he was very special but suffered from alcoholism. Oh my God, I said addiction. And Kat, the son. I have a son, yes. So there we go. Very good. Thank you, Cara. That was good. And she wrote them in different parts. Oh, hold on a second. Vicky, I don't know how. Let me pull you off for a second. Then you got a third part. Thank you, Kat. Yes, I have seen signs for sure. Perfect.
Yeah.
She wrote her feedback in 3 different parts.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very good. Very good. All right, let's go with Vicky. Liked and shared. I'm just about to move into a house after being homeless for a year. The house has already been broken into the day I was moving my stuff in. Ooh. I'm now very anxious and scared to be there. Will I be okay? I feel sick knowing I'll be living there by myself. Thank you. Okay. What do you think?
I feel you will be okay, but I also do feel like you need to take precautionary measures, like nothing to scare you or anything like that. If you're living by yourself, it might be a good opportunity to actually look at, bringing on, someone to kind of either share rent with you or something like that. But I do feel things will be okay. I wouldn't necessarily kind of dwell on them, if anything else. For some reason, I get the impression that the place that you're staying at, I do feel has been empty for a period, and hence why I do feel that that's the case. But from what I'm picking up energetically wise, I feel like things will be okay. Just take those little precautionary measures. Do you know what I mean? And that could mean simply just making sure that, that all the locks are all set and everything like that, or if you feel like you need to get like a light that's kind of got, like a sensor light and that sort of thing. But I do feel that you'll be okay based on what I'm seeing,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
Don't
Wonderful.
stress out. There's
Now
many people who live on their own, put it that
Yes.
way.
Me. All right.
Yeah.
Rhonda has said, thank you. That is amazing. Yes, I've been looking for a while with a kiss. Very good feedback. You also got feedback from Kelly. Kelly said, feedback for Kat. Oh my God, you are so spot on about the juggling and trying to figure out what I want to do next. Thank you so much. With love hearts. Beautiful feedback. I'm loving this feedback. Cara wrote, sorry, I was replying as you were talking. That's okay, Cara. You're very lucky, Cara, that I added that in. And great reading. Okay, let me get another one for you, darling. I'm going to give you Penny with an E. I like how she spells her name. Penny, liked and shared. I have seen a new man in spirit. I'm thinking it's a new guide. Ooh. Can you by any chance tune in and see what his purpose is? I was feeling maybe uni and placement. Thank you so much if you're drawn to me. Great question.
I feel like from what I'm picking up and what I'm sensing, this person's kind of come into your scope to kind of guide you and to direct you. Similar to the lady that I just read recently, Kelly. I feel like you've been kind of juggling and also been, I wouldn't necessarily say indecisive. I feel like you're a person who's, got a lot of ideas and you're a very passionate person. It's just about drilling down on or honing in on what particular area you definitely want to focus on. Does that make sense? But from what I'm picking up with this particular spirit, I feel that their purpose is genuinely to kind of guide you or help you, because from what I'm picking up energetically wise, I feel like that you've been in a position where you've had to make some decisions, but you haven't necessarily seen things as clearly as you'd like them to. Does that make sense? But I definitely feel that that's, from what I'm picking up, that spirit's purpose is purely there to kind of help you when it comes to making those big decisions. The other thing too, I'd also suggest, based on what I'm being shown, is it might be a good idea just to carry some clear quartz on you as well too. Not necessarily when you sleep, because it's quite a powerful stone in the sense that if you've got clear quartz on while you sleep or near your bed, it can actually make you not sleep. So you have to be very cautious of that. So during the day, you know, have a little bit of that on you, whether it's a tumble stone or a little bracelet, but I feel that that will be beneficial for you if anything else. Yeah. And the
Great
other thing
reading.
to just be mindful is August is a very significant month for you. I feel like what month? We're in July, so next month's going to be a big month for you. But
Great
a good month,
reading.
yeah.
Great reading, Kat. Awesome. Thank you, Penny. Kat, I've got
Yeah.
Alex here. Alex
Yeah.
has said, I've liked and shared. Will the woman I'm trying to catch take the bait? Take the bait. Kind regard. God bless him.
Oh God.
What are you?
Oh, Alex, I don't know what kind of bait you're using, mate, but God bless.
God bless him. I like him. What do you reckon?
Oh, you know what? Can I say something to you? When I was tuning into your energy, Alex, you're a person. You know what? You like a challenge. You like to be challenged, and you like to go. You're. It's like you're a bit of a hunter. You like to go out there. You like to be challenged, if anything else. All right. I do feel though that, you know, for some reason I feel that with this particular person, I do feel that you will this person might take the bait, but from what I'm picking up energetically wise, I feel that as you get to know this person, for some reason I feel that the spark might not necessarily be as great as you had anticipated, if that makes sense. All right. But in saying that, I wouldn't discourage you from you know, putting a little bit of bait on your hook as you go fishing, because I do feel that it's beneficial for you to do that, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I see a person who's not only a person who's very loving, but a person who's very compassionate, but you're also quite a fun person to be around as well too. Okay, so don't be disheartened when it comes to that love area, because I don't feel like, if you are single, I don't see you being single for long. Okay.
Great reading. Great reading.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. And that was a good question. For everyone watching, the website is psychictvinternational.com. Phone numbers in Australia 02-907-10199. In the US 191437378280. In Canada 17788071426. And our mobile number worldwide is +61 488825177. Right now we've got Ben Meehan on pin 9808, Benjamin Graham on pin 9166. Jeffrey on pin 9117, Janae, hi Janae, on pin 9128, Makita on pin 9133, and Rhonda, hey Rhonda, on pin 9897. And just letting everyone know, Kat's pin is 9803 if you want a reading from her over the phone. She's obviously great. Let me go with the next question. This is such a great show. I've got feedback from Vicky for you, Kat. Validation, thank you, Kat. The house has been empty for about 3 months and I've moved stuff in there, but don't want to stay there. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. I'm going to give you Sue. Sue has written, liked and shared, my auntie passed on Thursday. Do you have any spirit message? Hold on. Liked and shared, my auntie passed on Thursday. Do you have any spirit messages from my mum, please?
Your auntie. Okay.
So her auntie passed, but then she wants a spirit message from her mum.
Okay.
Or whatever you get, Kat. Whatever you get.
Okay, I'll tell you what I see. I do see a woman in spirit around you. Okay. When it comes to your auntie, I feel like your auntie's in a transitional period at the moment. She's actually kind of adjusting to the fact that that this has happened to her. And I tend to kind of refrain, because I like spirit or people who've passed to have a moment to kind of absorb what's going on, if that makes sense. But I do feel that your mother seems to be around you quite a bit, to be quite honest. And I saw a female energy that was there. And from what I'm picking up with this particular female energy, which I do believe is your mother, your mother was quite a loving person, but also quite a sensitive person as well. Does that make sense? And she is watching over you, but for some reason I get the impression that she wants you to look after yourself as well. Does that make sense? I just feel like that you've been under a lot of pressure emotionally, from what I'm being shown. And she's specifically she's specifically making it clear that you need to kind of look after yourself. It's not to say that, that you don't necessarily look after yourself, but it's more sort of in the sense that it's like it's a cadence catch up saying that you need to look after yourself a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Great.
It's kind of like it's a big thing. Just look after yourself. Make sure that that you preserve your energy. Make sure that you get plenty of rest, because I do feel like you've been working quite a bit, and you've been quite busy and quite run down, if that makes sense. Yeah,
Very
but make
good.
sure that you look after yourself. Because I get the impression that your mother's a lovely lady, but I feel like your mother didn't look after herself enough as much as she would have liked to. That's why she's kind of making that clear for you. Yeah.
Very good. Well, she's given us instant feedback. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Kat. You are so right. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
Very good. I love that. Kat, I've got this person, Brenda Walker, liked and shared. I would love a message, please.
Okay, a message. Okay, Brenda. All right. Okay. From what I'm picking up in your energy, Brenda, you haven't asked a question, but I'll tell you what comes
Yeah,
through.
let me see.
Okay. So from what I'm picking up in your particular energy, I feel like there's a lot of big decisions that you've got to make very soon. And
Kat,
from what
can
I'm
I just
picking
stop you
up,
for 1 second? Can I just stop you for 1 second? She's asked
Yeah.
a better one
yeah,
here. Let me switch it
Yeah.
with this one. Liked and shared. Is there any love coming my way, please and thanks? That's better.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
From what I will tell you is this, I'll answer that question, but I feel like there's big decisions happening in your life very soon. Very, very big decisions, but they're more decisions around how do you make your life better for you, okay? From what I'm picking up with that, I feel as an individual, what I'm picking up and being shown is that energetically wise, you're a person who puts your heart on the line, you give a lot, and emotionally you're always giving to people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's quite a beautiful thing. And I do feel when it comes to matters of the heart, you've always invested more than you've actually received, which is quite sad. Sadly, these things happen in life, but they're more sort of like a learning lesson. What I will tell you is this, is you will eventually meet somebody. I am seeing someone, to be quite honest. And from what I'm picking up energetically wise, I feel that this person, I'm seeing the number 6. So when I see 6, I don't necessarily feel like it'll be 6 weeks. And I'm sorry, I'd love it to be 6 weeks for you. But I'm getting more sort of around that 6-month period. But one of the things that Spirit's actually telling me to tell you, it's very important that you kind of, make sure that you make peace with things that have happened in the past. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we've been in relationships and we may have given more than we have received. And sometimes that can be a bit disheartening. And sometimes when we kind of get caught up in those emotional aspects, they can actually prevent that person from coming sooner into our lives. So just make sure that, you give a lot of self-love to yourself in the sense that, you make sure that you do things that make you happy, but there's definitely someone coming soon. Okay. It's
Awesome.
a pleasure to connect with you, Brenda. Yeah.
That was a great reading, Kat. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Alex has given us a feedback, but I don't want to bring it onto the screen. But I'm going to read out
that's
part of it
fine.
for you, okay?
That's
Alex
totally
said,
fine, yeah.
that was great. Thank you. Hold on a second. Let me just go back to it. Okay, so Alex wrote, that was great. Thank you. Admittedly, she has already lost a little sparkle, but the something, it's hard to deny. So obviously he loved your reading, Kat, and you did great. And yeah, Alex, you're funny. We like you. We like someone with a bit of sense of humor and a bit of a cheek.
Yeah.
It's a bit of spunk. It's good to have. Okay. I'm going to give you, great question, Teresa. Have liked and shared. I don't want a reading as such, just a question. While away, I was staying in Glasshouse Mountains. While there, I felt and saw Aboriginal spirits. Has anyone felt this? I also heard chanting. So it's not really a question. It's more like she wants to tell us. Isn't that interesting? Kat, have you ever been somewhere where you have felt the presence of other spirits or you've heard things like that? You have, right?
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. So if you live in Melbourne, if you've ever been to the Arts Centre and you've been in the basement, it's actually quite a very spiritual place. I was there once and I actually I heard several people speaking my name, and I'd turn around and there was no one there, and I'm like, this is
Wow.
really weird. And then and I've felt that quite a bit. I don't know. I get the impression that there might have been something there as well too.
Oh,
But
wow.
I've got a funny story I've never told anyone. I actually, in my corporate world, I actually worked for a company that was based near QV.
Mhm.
And every morning I'd go to work and I'd be walking there. There would be someone that would say to me in Croatian, "Good morning," but there'd never be anyone there
Oh,
every
wow.
single day. And it got to the point where it was kind of a bit overwhelming, but there was always someone there. Do you know what I mean? That would always say it to me. So, there is that sort of thing that happens. I feel like when it comes to these kind of, when you pick up on chanting, or you see spirits, it's usually at a moment where you're kind of switched off, if you know what I mean, and you kind of switch off from things. And when you're
Relaxed.
in a state of a kind of peace, you'll tend to see things or experience things. But I think it's a lovely thing, and
Me too.
and Aboriginals are quite spiritual people. Indigenous people are very spiritual, so I think it's beautiful in itself.
I agree. I've just shared a link on the page for anyone who might be interested. It's something that actually just got put together yesterday or last night or this morning. And it's actually from back in 2018. So it's from quite a few years ago. But it was when I was invited to go to the Hanging Rock and investigate that. So if people are interested in looking at that, that's the link to it. And it's about going to a place and experiencing, like what Kat was saying, spirits in a place. And that was about the picnic at Hanging Rock thing. So if you're interested, there's the link. So you can press that and have a look at what that was about. Okay, let me go with Kat. This is someone who's quite on here a lot. Her name is Katika. Loved and shared. Hi, Harry. Can you please ask Kat how my name is pronounced? I think she's the same nationality as you. Is her name Katika?
It's Katitsa.
What is it? What is it?
Katitsa.
Katitsa.
Katitsa, yeah.
Katitsa. Hi, Katitsa. Okay. Hi, Katitsa. May I please have a reading on love?
Okay. All right.
She's pretty.
I can't see the imagery of what she looks like. But what I'm picking up with her is that she's a very passionate, energetic person, full of life, full of love. I feel like with you, Katitsa, one of the things that I'm picking up energetically wise, I feel that when you meet people or you connect with people, because you're a very deep person, I don't feel like you've met your match in the sense that someone that's as deep as you are. Does that make sense? Because you're a deep, passionate person, full of energy, full of love, and I feel for some reason you always have to explain yourself. And Spirit's telling me to tell you not to explain yourself. Does that make sense? Now, when it comes to love and relationships, I'm picking up February as being a very good month for you. February. So I feel like by February, there's something that's going to happen in the love area for you, but quite a good thing in February. Does that make sense? February. I don't know what's happening in February, but definitely February is a month for you when it comes to that area of your life. But yeah, no, Katitsa, that's from my part of the world. I definitely know that name.
Is that Croatian?
Katitsa is Katitsa. My name originates from a similar name, and that originates from Catherine. So Kath means pure.
Really?
So, yeah. Yes, that's what Catherine means. Yes, so Katitsa is Catherine. It comes from the name Catherine, and my name comes from the name Catherine as well.
Kat, that is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if we're pure. We'd like to be pure, but
that is hilarious. Oh,
yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, no.
This is the link, everyone. I've just done it from my page. So just press that link if you want to have a look at my investigation of the Hanging Rock. Teresa wrote, thanks, Kat. I wasn't sure what to do, so I just listened. Harry, I'm going to watch that video. You should. It's very fascinating. Okay, let me have a look at some others. I'm going to give you... Joanne has said, I've liked and shared. Will I get the help I need to lose the weight and help with diabetes, please? Oh, good question.
Yeah, I feel like you will, but what spirit's also telling me to tell you as well too. It's one of those things where it's about, how do I explain it to you? It's sensitive when it comes to health and well-being. I feel like a lot of that, from what I'm picking up, a lot of that decision is also focused around you. It's about you actually making that change and that kind of that serious decision. Does that make sense? I feel like you've kind of you've tried, but I definitely do feel that it's one of those things that needs to kind of stem from you. But I do feel that you will get the help that you need. But in saying that, it's not, when it comes to health, you have to be very cautious with these kind of topics. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. Otherwise, I'd have my own practice, right, as a GP. But from what I'm picking up and what I am being shown is decisions need to be made, and they definitely will be executed. But they're telling me the quicker you do that, the quicker things will turn around for you. Does that make sense? And I don't feel, for some reason, I feel like there are certain things that you're eating at the moment, energetically wise, that just aren't resonating with you. Do you know what I mean? And it's a lifestyle. You know, sadly, when we need to make changes, sometimes there are things that are out of our control. You know, sometimes there are things that, you know, you need to make a lifestyle change if you want to have a healthier life, you know?
Well said. Teresa, it's this link. I think the page link was incorrect, but the one that I've done is correct. So if you look at this link that I've done, it's the correct one. So my Harry T, under Harry T. Okay, the other link worked. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty. She said yes and thank you. Yes, I'm always too tired, Joanne. I think there's that drug called Ozempic for people who have diabetes who struggle with weight. It's Ozempic. It's a needle or a drug or something like that. I think it's a diabetic drug that a lot of people who have diabetes go on, and I think it also helps with weight. I don't know if that person's looked into that, but is that a thing? I think it is.
I'm not sure. I
don't know either, but I know a lot of people talk about that. So
Yeah.
I think I think that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let me go with. Actually, no. I think we'll stop for tonight because we're finished. Kat, that was amazing. You have been absolutely incredible. Incredible.
Thank you for having
me. Thank you so much for being on with us. You are fabulous. We will see you again very soon. If you're able to log into the phones, that will be amazing.
I'm usually on a Sunday night. Sunday night. You connect with me on a Sunday, yeah?
In 9803 on a Sunday night. Love you, Kat. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You're a pleasure.
Take care.
My pleasure. Thank you, gorgeous. Bye, darling.
Bye.
I love her. She was incredible. We all love Kat. I've known Kat for about 18 years. So, you know, it's you know, when you're sort of like family, you know, you have to love them, but I would love her anyway because we chose each other. No, I love her. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Cherie, I love you. Thanks again, Harry and Kat. It was amazing being able to join you tonight. Cherie, God bless you. That was amazing to have you. Penny wrote, thank you. You guys are awesome. It was really, really wonderful. Thank you so much. So for everyone who is watching, if you would like a reading, please go to psychictvinternational.com. The phone number 0290710199. That's Australia. That's our main number. And in US, we've got 191437378280. In Canada, 17788071426. And our mobile number worldwide, which I would consider also our main number, is +61 488 25177. Definitely give those numbers a call. Again, the website is psychictvinternational.com. We've got Ben Meehan on pin 9808. We've got Ben Graham on pin 9166. We've got Jeffrey Lawrence on pin 9117. We've got Janae on pin 9128. We've got Makita on pin 9133. We've got Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. And as Kat said, she's available Sunday nights on pin 9803. Thank you, everyone. That was incredible. Love you lots, and I'll see you next Saturday. Good night, everyone.